What's up, Yandi's Life? Back here with another podcast. Today we're here with Abby Tuning, guys. We're here with Abby Tuning. She's laughing. She's nervous. She's a little nervous.
Just a little.
It's long-awaited podcast. I'm glad you're here, Abby. First question I have for you is, where were you born? Where have you grown up your whole life?
So I grew up in Beverly, Massachusetts. I was born here. My parents had me at UNC, where they went to school.
Okay.
Um,
What is the NC?
Eastern Nazarene College.
Oh, the one that closed down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They met there. Then they had me and my brother. Well, they were pregnant with me at college, but they had Daniel at
Oh, what
school.
age were they when they had you?
21. My dad was 21. My mom was 23.
Oh, so they was young.
Yeah, very young.
Okay, very young.
So then, 2 months, I think, after I was born, we moved to North Carolina.
Yeah.
In Greensboro.
How was that?
Beautiful. Love
Do you
it.
miss it?
Yeah, me and Daniel were just talking about it today.
For real?
Yeah, that we want to move.
How
back
is it
here.
over there? Is it like mad hot? Is it hotter than here?
It's warmer. The weather is nicer. The winters aren't as brutal, but yeah, it's pretty.
For real? Alright, so you
Yeah.
grew up in North Carolina.
Till I was about like.
You can laugh a little bit. It's alright. Yo, the
No, I was gonna make a joke and I just knew they were gonna die. I was gonna say,
Oh yeah,
"Don't
guys.
think 6 or 7."
Winnie and Sammy are in the background, but you guys can't see them right now.
Sorry. You can cut that part out.
No, that's staying in. That's staying in.
So yeah, I grew up in North Carolina till I was about. I think I was 6, and my dad felt like he needed to plant a church in Beverly.
Yeah.
So we moved back here. We dropped our whole life. And
How was
moved
that for
here.
you, dropping?
I
everything?
remember. All I remember is I loved it there.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandparents lived there with us because they whenever we moved, they came with us. And I
Mhm.
remember leaving them and crying because I didn't want to go.
Oh, really?
And then when we moved here, we didn't even have a house. So we were staying in hotels or random people's houses
Yeah.
that we didn't even know.
So
it
your
was,
dad literally did it out of the spirit. Like, he had to come back and plant a church, but you guys had no plan, so he just did it out of just
yeah.
God
Well,
telling him to do it.
he was planning it for a few years, raising money for it and
Oh, for real?
prepping for it. Yeah, because he had a dream
Yeah.
that he was going to be a pastor.
Amen.
And then it was a reoccurring dream. And then yeah, after a few years, we actually moved here for it. So
How's it been moving here? So, how you lived here your whole life in Mass?
yeah, so then we moved back to Beverly, and haven't moved since. We've moved houses, but I've been in
Yeah.
Beverly since. And
Did you
it's
go
been
to a
great.
private school in elementary
I
and
went to
middle
public
school?
school
Public school?
when I first got here. Hated it.
Why? Why did you hate public school?
I just did not like it. I was a shy little girl, and all the kids were mean.
They were mean to you? What would they say?
Just a little bit. I got bullied a little.
You got bullied?
Yeah. I used to take the bus. Okay, this was my fault, though. I begged my mom to let me take the bus to school.
Yeah.
And the kids, the 5th graders, I was in kindergarten, they used to pull my hair in the back. And I would cry and say stop, and they wouldn't.
So you get bullied in elementary school. Okay. And then did you move? Did you move to a prep school after that?
Yes,
Like a
and
private
then I
school?
went to Covenant Christian Academy.
Okay. Where's that at?
That's in Peabody.
Okay.
And it was okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a very unsure okay.
Yeah, because I still to this day don't really know how I feel about it.
Okay.
There were some good moments. I met my best friend, Fenway, there.
Okay.
She's the best.
Shout out Fenway.
Shout out Fenway. And I went with Sydney, who also was my best friend.
Okay.
But I knew her before that.
Did your brothers go to the school also?
Yeah, all my siblings did.
Okay.
And it was nice to be with them, and it was a very small school. I literally graduated with 30 kids, so it was you were with the same people
Really?
forever.
Didn't Matt heads from Gordon go there? A lot of kids from Gordon went there. I feel
Oh, yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everybody from Gordon went to a prep school and a private school beforehand.
Mhm.
So coming from a public school, it's what is Gordon?
You came from public school?
Yeah, I came from Durfee High. It was it's so different.
Oh, I
Coming
bet.
from it was a ghetto city,
Uh-huh.
and it's Wenham, Mass. It's from a little town, and then
Yeah.
I came from a city, so it was a big difference because I came to Gordon. It's everybody acts a certain way, and then I acted a different way when I first came to school.
Oh,
It was I
see.
talked different. I genuinely walked different. Bro, it was so it was bad, bro. And then
Uh-huh.
everybody here is so nice, and everybody where I'm from is mean,
Yeah.
genuinely mean.
Yeah.
And bro, when I first came here, I was dude, it's too white for me. Bro, I saw no black people. I thought that was not gonna fit in. So I don't know. But like for you, like obviously, like why'd you pick Gordon?
I actually told myself I was never gonna go to Gordon.
Why?
So, because it was so close to home, which I wanted to stay kind of close to home. I was like, I'm a very big homebody, so I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
But Gordon, it was like my backyard. Like, I was always here. Eric was like my brother growing up. Like,
Yeah.
he lived with us when he went to Gordon, and so we were just always here.
Okay.
And because Netcast was so close, a lot of Gordon people went to Netcast. And so we were just
Yeah.
very involved with Gordon. I kind of just wanted something new. And it was also just not, it didn't look like it was like the college experience that I wanted. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to go somewhere like warm.
Okay.
That's all I really wanted was like
You wanted a
warmth.
warm place?
Yeah.
Like you Tampa or
Mm,
like Liberty?
no, I did not want to go to Liberty.
Why not? Why not Liberty?
Oh, I heard like girls can't wear like leggings and shorts
That's
or
kind of
something, and
crazy.
that's why. And
That's
there's
kind of
like
crazy.
a
Your
bedtime.
sister's there, right?
Yeah, it's actually a great school.
Really?
Like I think I just had the wrong like perspective on it. Yeah.
Okay, so why'd
It's
you choose
great.
Gordon at the end?
Um, because at that point I didn't want to go to college, so
Mm.
I almost didn't go.
Okay.
I was like, I don't really want to do this, but then I was like, I should. That's what everyone kind of does,
Yeah.
and I was just gonna give it a try. I like growing up literally cannot stay anywhere other than my house. Like I was just like
So you're a homebody.
I'm a very big homebody.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was like
yeah.
scared. I was like I don't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like at that time like so
Uh-huh. And this is like senior year. Like you're not even like
yeah,
you haven't had a decision.
I didn't care. Yeah, about college.
Oh wow.
Like I really
What'd you want to do? Like you didn't
I
even
just
know. You just didn't
no,
want
I
to go to
just want to
school.
be a mom. I didn't care about a job. I'm serious. Like I just like was like I'll be a mom one day.
She's trying to be a stay-at-home
Yeah.
mom, not trying to work. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
say that.
exactly. So, yeah. But then a coach reached out
Yeah.
and my parents were like, "You should really play."
Mhm.
And I didn't want to.
Yeah, you a hooper for real.
No.
Yeah, you're a hooper for real. I forgot.
Lies. But yeah, so coach was like, "Well, you have a spot." And I was like I was scared about coming to like a new place and not making friends. I had my brother, so it was more of like a comfort decision
Yeah.
and having like a joining a team like it was welcoming me into like
Yeah.
sisterhood almost. So I was
Okay.
like, "Oh, I'll have immediate friends if I
Yeah.
join a team." So then that made me more comfortable.
Yeah.
So, I was like, "Okay,
I'm
I'll
gonna give
just
it a
go to
try.
Gordon."
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave Netcast either.
Yeah. And that cast is so close to Gordon, so like obviously that would have been a plus for you.
Yeah,
Like, how far is your house from Gordon?
7 minutes.
Yeah, that's fire. I'm not gonna lie. So why didn't you commute? Like that's a big. Like why didn't you just live from home and then go to school and commute to Gordon? Or did
Well,
you want to live? Oh, you did.
I did commute last year, yeah.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Financially, it's way more. It was good.
Okay.
It was fine. I like living on campus better just because I'm like, I mean, I feel like I was very involved. My friends were very sweet. So like, I was
Yeah.
always involved.
Yeah,
Like,
name some
and
friends
wanted.
that are very involved and very nice.
Someone like Sammy and Winnie.
Sammy who?
Were-
Sammy Monaghan and Winnie. They're both on the basketball team.
Chicarello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
My
both play
teammates.
basketball, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Great human beings.
they're great.
Yeah, that's
They're
good to
great.
hear. That's good to
I
hear.
love them so
Yeah.
much.
So how was life growing up in a household that was Christian? Having your dad have that calling over his life, like how was that? I know you were young, but again,
Yeah.
like how was life growing up in a Christian household?
It's kind of funny. I feel like people always ask me that, and they like assume I hated it, like
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a pastor's daughter. But I
Yeah.
like loved it because I just was surrounded by a great community my entire life. Like
Yeah.
that's why I also didn't want to leave, is because like Netcast is like my family,
Right.
like everyone that works there. So it's been great. Like obviously there are hard moments within
Yeah.
it, but I've loved it. Like my dad is just a really faithful person.
Yeah, he
And
is.
he's awesome. And I literally love him so
Great
much.
guy.
So he's
Great
been
guy.
good. And he's like, this sounds terrible, but he's like normal.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't
What do you
like,
mean by normal?
I feel like I didn't live in a home where it was like being human wasn't almost like understood. You know how like
Yeah.
Christians like are like, oh, you have to be perfect and you have to do this
Yeah,
and this
and that's a
know
big-
everything about the Bible
right.
and know and I definitely don't know like everything. Like
Yeah.
we're human. My dad
Exactly.
is like
And he's big on that. Like we're
Yeah.
human. Like when I first met him, he was like, "Yo, dude, I'm broken too."
yeah,
Like
exactly.
and it's like recognizing that people are human and Christians are human and we're not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
But again, it's like not using that to your advantage and abusing his grace cuz yeah, we're
Mhm.
human, but again, we're still called to be disciples.
Exactly.
So I feel like finding that balance. So like growing up in a Christian household, it was awesome for you.
Yeah.
For real.
I loved it. Yeah, great.
I grew up in it, and I was like
Yeah,
it's like I was forced, but I'm glad I was forced now. But like
yeah.
beforehand, it would be like, okay, we're going to these Bible studies, we're going to church on Sundays, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to go. But then that was my relationship with God, like church on
Mhm.
Sundays. So like that's what my life was, my lifestyle was growing up in a Christian household. But I never like I claimed I was Christian, but I really wasn't Christian because I would just go to church.
Yeah.
So was that like, did you genuinely get involved when you were in like that household?
Yeah. I mean, it was like our whole life. You know, it wasn't just a Sunday we go to church. It was
Right.
like every day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was my dad's job, and we were
Exactly.
always around. Like, we would go visit him at work all the time, and when he came home, like, I mean, my we all kind of like grew up in it. I feel like even like my parents, so we all learned all about it like
Yeah.
together, and it was just like what our house was like. Like,
Right.
I mean, obviously it wasn't like every single conversation, but it's like we're very open in our house. So everything that was going on within the church world
Yeah.
was like we were aware of it. Like,
When did you first encounter Jesus? Like when did Abby literally have that encounter and be like, I want to give my life to you? Like I know you grew up in the Christian household, but when did
yeah.
you make that personal choice to like, I want a personal relationship with him?
Well, I think when I was baptized, I was like
When you were
years
7.
old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was really young, but I always like I mean, I always loved the Lord. I think my parents also just did a great job, like, introducing that into our lives.
Right. Do you think it
So,
was more like I was forced into it? Were you forced into it, or was it like an
I,
open like, oh yeah, you can if you want?
no, I, I feel like it was definitely kind of forced, but
Yeah,
not
but
in
in
a
a good
bad
way. No,
way. It
like
was a good
forced
way.
as in like, yo, like you need to know Jesus. Like
Yeah,
actually.
like, this will be the way that we will be happy. It's like our happiness, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Because you have been in this walk for a while, like was there any times that you felt like you were burnt out at all?
for sure. Yeah.
Like
Like,
what and like what times of your life that you felt like burnt out the most? Because you've
um,
been on this walk since you were 7. You literally felt the encounter, had that encounter when you were 7 years old.
mhm,
From 7 to how old are you now? 20.
20.
So all those years knowing the Lord, all those years walking with the Lord, and now people just now are finding the Lord. Like, when are those times that you personally felt like, yo, like I'm burnt out, like I can't even, like I don't even want to walk no more?
Um, well, honestly, I feel like I've never ever hit a point where I was like, I don't want to walk with Jesus anymore. And
Really?
I'm not just saying that. Like, I genuinely, like, there have been moments where it's like, I don't even want to open my Bible. I
Right.
don't even care about praying
Yeah.
or doing, like, the little things. But
Yeah.
I've never felt ever like I was going to, like, leave the faith in a way, if you know
Mhm.
what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always, like, believed it. I knew what was right and I knew what was wrong. But there
Mhm.
were, like, obviously weak moments. But I've never, like, doubted the Lord
Okay.
in it,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
So you felt like that burnt out, like like I don't want to read my Bible, but it's never been like I want to leave
It
my
was
faith.
almost like I just lacked the relationship part of it. Like, it
Okay.
was like I don't feel like giving time to God,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than like I knew he was there and I knew he would always be there and I
Mhm.
knew I loved him,
Yeah.
like, and I feel like I never, if something wrong happened in my life, I was never like, I blame you for this, you know? Like,
Right. Right. Like, cause you knew him and you knew about his word all along, but
yeah.
it's like that fact of like you walking it
But
out.
I think it's like the relationship aspect can be really hard. And
Right.
it's frustrating actually because when I'm happiest is when I'm, you know, deepest in the word. I'm praying all the
Right.
time, and I feel like,
But as soon as you're out of the word, it's like everything
and
comes
it's
crawling.
annoying
Yeah.
because you're like, you feel worse about yourself with
Mhm.
everything. Like, genuinely, I feel like if I, like, wouldn't read my Bible, I'd be like, ugh, like, I would get upset with my siblings so much faster.
Right.
Like, it's like little things like that, and I'm like, all I have to do is open my Bible, but why is it so hard? Like, sometimes you
Exactly.
just don't want to do it or give
Yeah.
the time.
Are you the oldest?
No, Daniel.
Oh, okay, Daniel's the
Yeah,
oldest.
he's
Okay, okay,
only a year older. We're very close in age, yeah.
okay. All right. Did you
Yeah.
ever like open up about those things? Like you being burnt out, did you ever open up to like your friends or your dad? Like, did you ever feel like that comfortability to open up to your dad or your mom or your brothers and sisters about it? Like, yo, I don't even feel like reading my Bible, or I don't feel like going to church today.
Yeah, I think so. I think also, like, my family's very close. Like,
Yeah.
very, very close. Like,
Mhm.
we're just very close that I think we can just tell when we're all off or something's wrong.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like I had to say it. People just know,
Mhm.
like, especially in my family.
Yeah.
Friends, yeah, I would open up to my friends, of course.
Mhm.
Um, and I felt comfortable. My parents are very understanding and like welcoming about like emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard for me to talk about, like
Yeah.
I hate
Why is it
it.
so hard for you to
I
talk about your
don't.
emotions?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think I always felt like my problems were never big enough to
Mhm.
complain, and like my life is like seems perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Like, do
have a
you
great
like
life.
what is like? I feel like a lot of people just look at you and be like, "Yo, her life's definitely perfect because she has this, this, and that."
Yeah.
But really, they don't understand what you've been through. They don't understand like how hard it's been
Yeah.
this walk. Like, yes, you've been walking with Lord from since you were 7 years old, but you're 20 now. It
Mhm.
hasn't been an easy walk, and like
Yeah.
I feel like people just look right through you and they're like, "Oh, she's living a perfect life." Like, what? Like, how do you feel when people think that? Like, they look at Abby and they're like, "Dude, she's so happy. Like, her life's so perfect." Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's like, dude, like I'm not perfect, and
Yeah.
my family's not perfect. I feel like that's a big stigma, especially with your
Oh
dad,
yeah.
because he's a pastor.
I mean, I get it all the time, and I'm always like, you have no idea. Like
Right.
literally, like in the sense of like we're not perfect at all. Everyone
Exactly.
sees our
Right.
family as like you have the best family. Like I love my family
Uh huh.
so much, so much, and I do feel like I have a great family. But
Yeah.
like I mean, there are some rough patches.
Right.
But there always are in every family. But people think because like my dad's a pastor and we like started Netcast that we're like an exception of that, and
Mhm.
we're just not
Yeah.
at all.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I mean, it can be really hard,
Yeah.
and I just I feel like people don't see that
They
ever.
don't see you as like, yo, like she's just a person walking with the Lord. She's just a fan. She just has a family that's walking with the Lord as well. But
Yeah.
like I feel like especially with your dad, like if they see anything bad or like they see him fall or if they see
Mhm.
your mom fall or your sister fall or your brother fall, it's like, dude, oh my God, it's like hell upon them.
Yeah.
But did you forget they're human? Did you
Yeah.
forget they're serving God just like we are? And I feel
Exactly.
like that's a big thing because
Mhm.
brother is still human. And your dad says all the time at church, he's like, dude, like I'm gonna fall. I'm just like you guys. Like
Yeah.
his calling is to be a pastor to teach, but again, he's still man. And I
Mhm.
feel like with you, people just look at you as like this person that's his daughter. That's just the pastor's daughter. And I feel like why do
Oh.
people look at you just as a pastor's daughter? Like
Yeah.
I feel like they're making your identity as a pastor's daughter, and that's
Mhm.
been probably hard for you.
Yeah, I actually like growing up. I hated when people referred to me as like the pastor's daughter.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it because I was like, I don't know. I also think I didn't want people to think I don't know. I feel like when people are like you're the pastor's daughter, that immediately puts a certain like image
Yeah, like
on
oh
you.
wait, they're supposed to be this, this, and that.
Yeah, and I
And again, like
hated
you're
it.
not perfect. And I feel
Yeah,
like that's the hardest thing because people
yeah,
look at you and put your identity already because your dad's a pastor,
exactly.
but it's not that. Abby's her own person.
Thank you.
But like,
Yeah,
how can people look at pastors' daughters differently? Like that's the question. Looking
that's
at
a
them
good
like they're
question.
human, like you're yourself.
Yeah.
Because I truly think that if we start looking at everybody like they're human, like they will have problems, like they do
Mhm.
struggle, then we're gonna start looking at humanity like it's supposed to be looked at.
Yeah.
Because if people keep looking at you a certain way, you're gonna feel a certain way, because your
Mhm.
identity is not I'm Matt Chewning's daughter. It's I'm Abby Chewning.
Yeah.
Like that's who you are.
Mhm.
How do you think that you can like? It's not no like so like you can do anything, but like, why is it that people look at you like that? Why do you think?
I don't know. Probably just because that's what I grew up in, though.
Yeah,
You know, like everyone I feel like knows our family because my dad started Nightcast. So it was like then that automatically just makes me like Matt's daughter,
yeah.
which is fine. I
How
love
hard
being
is
Matt's
that
daughter.
though? Like how genuinely hard is that? People look at you and just see Matt.
Um,
They're like, oh wait,
well,
you're Matt Chewning's daughter.
it's hard because I'm actually honored. Like
Yeah,
genuinely, like I love when people are like, oh, like you know, like I think my dad is amazing. So I like never really cared. I just um because but I think my dad did a good job of that though. But it
yeah,
I don't know. That's like hard because in ways like I love it. I'm like, yes, I am Matt's daughter.
yes,
I am, and I
right,
love him.
right,
You know.
yeah.
But then other times, it's more like I remember when I was in high school. Um, we would like be in class and stuff, and if they would ask like a Bible question or something, and they'd be like, "What's the answer?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
Abby definitely
"I don't."
knows.
Yeah, I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "How do you not know you're the pastor's daughter?" And I'm like, "Because I don't know everything, like
Yeah,
because I don't have to." Or like, yeah, I feel like people growing up in the private school would also like minimize like my issues because like, "Oh, you have a good life though. You're a pastor's daughter." You
right,
know, like things like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Do you
But
think you found yourself in that identity ever? Like just a pastor's daughter? Like did you look at yourself as that? Or
um
did you love yourself just as you are? Like I'm just Abby, or like I looked at myself as a pastor's daughter, so I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to be that. Like did you ever measure yourself up higher than what you really are supposed to be?
hmm, that's kind of a hard question. I think it's easy to rely on the fact that I'm a pastor's daughter. So I think in that way it's easy to get lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like I know like the foundation of like the Bible and
Right.
like faith, and I feel like I grew up in it, so I understand it very well, that it's easy to just be like an exception to like, I don't know, if I'm going through something. It's
Right.
like then that's probably why I don't ever say is cuz like, oh well, I'm a pastor's daughter, I'm fine. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Right.
so I feel like in that way, yeah, it's kind of easy to rely on instead of try to be more than that, I
Is it
guess.
harder to open up about things because like you're a pastor's daughter?
Yeah, like we do still have like an expectation on our family. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we have to be held to a higher expectation just because we are kind of a model of, like if my dad is going to lead a church, it's like we need to model Christ
Right.
because everyone's watching.
Exactly. I feel like this is a hard question, but it's a question that needs to be asked because like a lot of people don't know like themselves, but like, do you truly love yourself?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Yondell. Um, yes,
Right.
I think so.
Why do you think?
Hmm. I mean, I do.
Mm.
I sometimes feel like I'm in a stump where I struggle to actually keep growing.
Yeah.
I kind of get comfortable where I'm at, and I don't always love that about myself.
Yeah.
There are things about myself that I wish I, you know, grew more in,
Mhm.
but I think everyone has things like that.
No, 100%. But like knowing and being vulnerable and knowing what those things are, I feel like that's the biggest step forward because then you're gonna be an obedient child because of it. If you are
Mhm.
seeing those things that you lack or seeing the things that you still want to produce, the fruit you want to produce, then and you're not doing it, disobedience. But if you see it and you're vulnerable to see it and you say
Yeah.
it out loud like you just did, then obviously there's next steps that will be made because of your
Yeah.
obedience.
Thank you.
So do
Yeah.
you truly like? So you genuinely think you love yourself, but then there's things as a
Yeah.
disciple that
Yeah. I think I do genuinely love myself. I feel
yeah,
like I can feel the Lord's love
right,
on me a lot. There are times I really need it though.
yeah,
So,
as we all do
yeah.
every day.
Yeah, but I feel like this year actually more I've been like reminded of it, and I
Yeah,
felt it a lot more like in like little ways. Like there's one time I was like getting ready in my room, and
yeah,
I was like really having just like I was just like sad. And I
mhm,
get in these moments where I get sad and I don't really know why, but I swear it's because I'm ditzy and I have ADHD that like
yeah,
I feel things, but then I just push them off. I'm like, "Oh, on to the next thing."
yeah,
And then it eventually like builds up and then I'm like it hits me and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like I
mhm,
actually don't feel okay.
yeah,
But I was having one of those moments and I was just like was feeling like everyone hated me in the world and I just get
mhm.
dramatic.
Yeah, no, no,
Obviously
but
that's
like
not
that's it's,
true, but you know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
was like feeling kind of down. And then I was like playing like Morgan Wallen or something on the
right,
Alexa, and I was like the only one in the house but my brother. But he was like in a complete other room. And
yeah,
then all
yeah,
of a sudden the song stopped
yeah,
and a new song started playing, and I was like, Jacob, like to my brother, I was like, what are you playing? But I like yelled to him, and he like never answered because he was like playing Fortnite or something, and he had
Fortnite,
his
of course, it's
headphones on.
Fortnite, yeah,
And I thought he was playing a song, but it was like a random song that I've never heard before. But it was
yeah,
like every single like verse in the song, it was like a Christian song. It was like in that moment was like exactly what I needed to hear. And
that's the Lord,
it was so cool cuz
that's
I was
God,
like,
yeah,
it's just like random and it just like kind of started playing
mhm,
and it was really awesome. Yeah.
that's God,
So,
nah,
yeah,
that's
I
God,
feel like I think I needed the reminder recently and
yeah.
he is giving it to me. So,
What are the biggest challenges you face right now?
um I think some of them, well, this one's for my dad. He always says this about me.
Yeah.
I'm a very big people pleaser.
Okay.
Like, very big. Like, I don't ever want to say no to someone because I just don't want them to think, like, I don't like them for some reason. Or, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know why I care so much. Um, and I think in ways, like, obviously I have to stand up more for myself or I have to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm.
I feel like you're trying to be sometimes like you're trying to be Christ-like, but then you let people walk all over you because of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Exactly.
like that because you're a very nice person,
Thank
but
you.
then people abuse that because you're so nice, because you're showing Christ's love. But again, he told us to love everybody, but not give access to everybody,
Mhm.
because then if you give
Yeah.
access, they walk all over you. So I
Exactly.
feel like maybe in that area you feel like
Mhm.
you struggle with.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and I feel like that goes into a bunch of like little things in my life. But my mom is really good, and my dad. They like have taught me. They're like growing up. They're like use your voice. Like you have a voice, use it. So I'm
Right.
like really bad at it. My sister, shout out Ella. I love her so much. She's really good at that.
Yeah.
So I honestly can watch her do it and learn from her.
Right.
She's just really good at that.
Do
So
you think you
that
learn a lot from your siblings?
yes, yes, yes. I think we all learn a lot from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lit up when I said your siblings. Like, do you like are your siblings a big part of your life? Like
Oh,
genuinely. Like,
huge.
you
Yeah.
think so? Do you think like your sisters and your brothers are your best friends?
Oh yeah. We're all like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I mean even Daniel,
Yeah.
like we go to school together, but every time I see him I'm like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, it's my big brother.
Right.
Love him. And Jacob I'm just obsessed with cuz he's so cute.
Right.
Like he's always going to be the baby.
Yeah.
Always. Like he's like my baby, like my little brother.
Mhm.
So he's just adorable and I just love him. And Ella is just like, yeah, she's like my best friend. We call every day. We text every day.
Yeah.
It's so hard having her so far, but I love them.
How was like do you look at your mom and try to model after her as in being that woman of God and being and looking forward to marrying somebody one day and being that wife? Like do you want to model your mom in that aspect?
100%. My mom is awesome. She's the best. She like my mom is the most thoughtful and intentional person like in my life, like
Mhm.
ever. And she's so wise and yeah, I would love to model her,
100%.
like for sure.
Do you look forward to being a wife one day?
Oh, yes.
Is
Yes.
that something that you think you're ready for at this point of your life?
um like yes and like no. I feel like there's areas I have to grow in,
Right.
but yes. Like I don't want like, little random things here and there. No.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
get straight to the point.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
like
You think you're ready for your husband.
yeah. Like if I'm going to date someone, I want them
Right.
to
You think your dad's ready for that?
No, you will never be. Like genuinely. It's hard. Trust me.
You think he's hard on you with picking?
Oh,
Like if you pick
it's the
somebody and it's
hardest thing in
like,
our family. I'm
really?
not kidding. My brother has had like 3 girlfriends. He's the only one. Okay, Ella actually dated someone too. I've never dated someone.
Okay.
And
Oh, you've never dated somebody ever in your life?
no, I've never had like a boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. But Daniel, my brother, he's had 3 girlfriends, and my parents are just. I mean, all of us. We're like tough because our family is close. So we're like, if someone's gonna marry into our family, like they have to be legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they have to fit into like the tuning 6.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like how you call it tuning 6.
Yeah.
It's actually 7, Hezzy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ezzy.
Hezzy, bro. What you talking about? Hezzy. Yeah, I met him today,
newest
y'all. Yo,
addition.
today I met him today, y'all.
Yes,
He's mad
he
cute.
did.
He's mad
He's
cute.
the best.
But your family very big in your life.
Mhm.
Do you think without them it'd be harder to walk with Christ?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, my parents are constantly like whenever like if they just always are redirecting us always to follow Christ and everything.
Yeah.
If we're
Do you think
upset or
without them you'd be like you wouldn't be on the same place you're in right now?
no, not even close. I mean, I think about this all the time and feel very grateful because I see the way some people have been raised and
Right.
like grew up and I'm just like I don't really know why I deserved such a great family,
Right.
you know?
Why do you think girls struggle with the fact that they just want to be loved but they can't? Do you
I
think
think it's their dads.
you think so? Why? Why their dads?
Genuinely. I think dads have a huge impact on a girl's life. Huge. Huge.
You think
I
so?
think part of why I've never dated someone is because my dad has literally set the bar so high.
Okay.
And I don't think I will ever find someone to like fully. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. I know
Yeah,
God has
yeah.
someone for
Uh
me,
huh.
but I mean, like my dad has really set the bar. I'm like, if I
Yeah.
have half the man that he is, I will be very lucky. So
And you think that's why girls are so strict on picking who they pick because of their fathers?
I think that has a big impact on it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's like one of the biggest things personally.
What are the things that you look for in a man?
Ooh, like personality wise.
Personality, fruit, faith.
Yeah, I want someone that obviously is gonna have a very strong faith. Um, I want someone that's gonna lead me. I don't I mean, obviously, I think you both need to be equally yoked and lead each other, but I really want to be led.
Speak on that equally, because a lot of people get that misinterpreted. Like, what do you
Um,
think? What do you genuinely think that equally yoked means?
I mean, I think you have to be on the same page. If one is growing towards the Lord and the other one's not, you're not equally yoked. Like you
Okay.
both need to have God at the center and be working towards Him, so then
Yeah.
you guys can work towards each other.
Amen.
I just think of like the triangle. Have you seen that
Yes,
before?
I have.
Yeah,
I
that's
have. I
what
have. Yeah, look, that's how you're doing that. Yeah.
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 So I don't know. It's very important because if
Yeah.
one person like is lacking, then
The
you're
whole
gonna
relationship's
drag.
gonna fall.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Because if you don't have that firm foundation that is God, then
Mhm.
there's no place to fall on because you're just gonna fall on yourself.
Exactly.
So then you guys are just battling each other instead
Mhm.
of fighting the battles to win against the enemy
Exactly.
and not against each other.
Yes.
But more fruit. You look for a man of faith.
Yes.
What else?
Um, humble.
Humble.
That's
That's
like,
big
yeah,
because they
that
have
one
pride.
hurts. Oh, that I don't think
That's not a
anything gets
fruit.
me more angry.
That's
Yeah,
not no
no.
fruit.
um, that like love, patience, I think is big.
Yeah.
I definitely will need a man of patience because I take forever
Right.
in the
Right.
morning. So yeah.
Are you ready to submit to a man? And what do you
Yes.
think submitting to a man means?
I mean,
Because a lot of
ooh.
women, a lot of girls are like, I'm just a girl, or like,
I mean,
I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? Now, like,
mhm.
what does it mean to be submitted to a man, and what does it mean to be led by a man?
Well, I think every girl needs to be led by a man and needs him. Oh, okay. I feel like girls don't like men to like take control, and I think every man does need to do that, and every girl needs to submit to that. Like I think God
Right.
puts husbands in like your husband in your life to lead, and so
Yeah.
when he has an opinion about something, like you submit and you like
Abide.
yeah,
Yeah.
to what
Hundred
he
percent.
says. I think that's very important. Obviously, that's not like a girl shouldn't give her input on
Right.
things,
No, but
but
they should be allowing the man to lead the relationship
yeah.
and literally be
Well, because
submitted to.
that's the role that God placed for a man.
Exactly.
And that, I
Right.
feel like that's where people get like mixed up a little bit. Is like God isn't minimizing us in any way, but
Right.
like I don't understand actually because I'm like, if a murderer comes in the house,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take care of that. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? I don't want to take care of that. I also like
Nah, man. I
don't
hope you're
want the
watching this, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
want the responsibility of like having to necessarily provide for a family. Like I
Right.
want to be the one that like
You want to be a stay-at-home
nurtures
mom,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
be a. Do you think you want the man to like just work and then you take care of the kids and you cook and you clean?
Well, yes. That's what a stay-at-home mom means, I guess. But I don't want like my husband to be only concerned about working. I don't
Yeah.
want that to be his life, you
Yeah.
know?
No. No. No.
So, but I obviously want my husband to take care of that part and then I'll take care of the kids.
Yeah. Do you think it's ever hard putting on a smile when you don't want to put on a smile?
Yes. And I feel like people might disagree with this. I feel like I'm really bad at hiding my feelings. So like if I'm upset, I think
You
like
could
you would,
tell.
right, Winnie? Yeah.
Yeah. When he says yes. How about Sammy? What do you think? Sammy says yes as well.
I don't think they're listening.
Now they're listening. They're listening. I think they're locked in. They're
Yeah,
just so locked in
they're so
on.
locked in.
So both your friends think that you are hard. It's hard for you to like not show your emotions, but
Yeah.
then it's hard for you to say your emotions.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Exactly.
Like, do you think that's something that you are gonna work on, and that you think that's definitely gonna change? Because like, if you have a husband and you're
Mhm.
sad, but you don't want to tell him you're sad, or you're mad and you don't
Yeah.
want to tell him you're mad, you think that's gonna be like a stumbling block?
Oh, probably. I think it also just comes from like if you feel comfortable enough. Like
Yeah.
you should. I would hope I'm welcomed into expressing my
Yeah,
feelings
yeah,
when I'm
exactly.
married
Especially
one
your
day.
husband. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but I think like my mom always had a harder time kind of expressing her feelings. So
Right.
like having that conversation even with her can be hard, and I think I kind of just got that from her.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like breaking that pattern. But it's
Yeah.
hard because sometimes I don't want to break it. Like, I'm like, I don't want to tell you actually. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
so
Is it even hard for you to open up with your friends, like Wendy, like Sammy? Like, do you think it's hard for like to tell them sometimes?
I think sometimes I think I just need to get over my like emotional part of it and then I'm able to have a conversation. You
Do
know
you
what I
think
mean?
there's like certain barriers that you still have up that you don't want to break down because you don't want somebody to see the real you?
Hmm.
Even though you already being the real you, but there's some more things that you have to be broken inside of, or the
I'm
Lord has to break some chains.
yeah, I'm sure. There's gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think do you ever feel like there's something missing in your faith? Like you could do more, or like that there's
Oh,
some aspect that you're like, dude, I could do better.
yeah, for sure. I feel
Yeah.
like there's always, I mean, there's always probably things that I could work on, you
Right.
know?
100%.
And but that's the other thing. Sometimes I feel like I just kind of lack in it. I'm like, oh well, I am like a Christian. I believe in the Lord. So
Yeah.
like, do I? You know what I mean?
Uh
Like,
huh.
but like, yeah, it's been hard. Like even recently to like open up my Bible and just like do the little things, which I'm
Yeah.
like, I was used to be really good at that. So,
If a girl's going to the club, right, what would you tell her? Or like a girl going to the club, a girl partying, a girl smoking, a girl drinking,
uh huh.
girl just like living in the world and not a Christian. What's your biggest advice for them? Like if they asked you, Abby, like why do you do this, or like why do you believe in God, or why do you strive to be like Christ? Why are you living the life you're living, and why should I stop doing what I'm doing?
Well, believing in Christ is going to be the most fulfilling thing for your life. Everything, as my dad says, over promises and under delivers.
Amen.
So, yeah, I just think like your true happiness and being having a peace and a joy is only going to come from the Lord. Everything else is temporary.
Right.
Everything else is going to fail you and it's going to end up bringing you harm rather than good. But Christ won't. He's the only
Exactly.
thing that will be fully consistent in your life. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Amen. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. She did it,
Of
y'all.
course, I
She
did
did it,
it.
y'all. Yo, long
Ugh,
awaited. I appreciate you.
thank
Any
you.
last words for the people on
Yondel's
Yandi's
great.
life?
Thank you for letting me
No, I
on it,
thank you.
forcing me on
Thank you.
it.
No, I did force her. Well, I thank you for coming on the
Of
podcast
course.
and saying and having a fruitful conversation
Thank
and
you.
talking about everything. There's gonna be another podcast with obviously Matt and you.
That's right.
100%. 100%. But I thank you again.
Of course.
But any
Thank
last
you.
words for the people?
Jesus
I have
loves you.
advice. Oh, Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.